outside Parliament, this edition of Agenda. And the reason why it's so beautifully lit up is because it's the anniversary of the draft constitution being adopted by the Constituent Assembly. And as you know, there's a special session of Parliament to mark that. And on a day like this, today on Agenda, we'll be discussing some of the core principles of our Constitution, that of personal liberty and freedom, that of the liberty and freedom of the juvenile convicted of the murder of the 23-year-old paramedic on December 16th, 3 years ago. We're talking about that as there are demands that he should be kept in prison, in custody, and we'll be talking that in just a bit with all the experts, two sides of that debate coming up in just a bit. First, let's just see what the family is demanding.
अगर छूटता है तो देश के लिए, समाज के लिए और हम लोग पूरे हमारे परिवार के लिए भी एक खतरा है। तो मैं चाहता हूं कि उसको किसी भी तौर तरीके से छोड़ा ना जाए। अगर आप छोड़ रहे हैं तो उसके चेहरे को सबको दिखाइए।
With just about 3 weeks left for the juvenile involved in the horrific 2012 Delhi gang rape to be released, renewed demands of justice from the parents of the gang rape victim. They have approached the National Human Rights Commission. The commission in turn has issued notices to the centre and Delhi government seeking responses. Sources in the Delhi police say they are seeking legal opinion on whether the National Securities Act can be imposed on the juvenile. This after an Intelligence Bureau report said that there were attempts to radicalize him by another inmate housed at the same detention centre.
लेकिन अब सोचने की जरूरत नहीं, उसको करने की जरूरत है।
The National Securities Act is a very stringent act, mostly used in terror cases. Experts say the conviction rate is low, and if invoked, a person can be jailed up to a year till charges are proven in court.
He is indulging in any other criminal activity, whatever it be. It is radicalization or commission of similar rape or anything of that kind. Well, there is a provision under the Probation of Offenders Act. There is provision under Juvenile Justice Act.
The juvenile delinquent is set to be released around the 3rd anniversary of the brutal Delhi gang rape. This is a case which has led to radical changes in the legal system. But will this case now also lead to precedents which challenge the very spirit of the Juvenile Justice Act? With camera person Divan Singh reporting from Delhi, Tanima Biswas for NDTV.
So this issue really dividing people, a lot of people in fact backing the family in this demand, and today revelations that the Delhi police is now thinking of separate charges of sticking the National Security Act against the juvenile convict so that he stays in prison. Remember, he was sentenced, his punishment was 3 years and he served that. He's due to walk out next month, but the family, and we hope to have the family here, but they are now campaigning, so they're meeting lots of people, and they were supposed to be on the show, but they're just meeting lots of people and they've got stuck in that. But we have Ranjana Kumari, who actually took them to NHRC, and she's an activist. She's been helping the family in fighting the fight to keep that 21-year-old, he's now 21, he was a minor when the incident happened, to keep him in custody and not let him out. We also have, taking the other side of the debate and talking about the rights of children, we have Shireen Vakil Miller, child rights expert. So we'll have both sides. Of course, our audience, many of them college students, many of them are people whose campuses, they all protested over here. Remember, they all came over here. The reason we are having it in Vijay Chowk is this is the place where everyone came out after December 16 to register their protest. And so this issue is something which has touched everyone across the country, and everyone obviously has an opinion about what should happen to that juvenile. And Ranjana Kumari, first of all, our first talking point really is about the December 16 families, about Nirbhaya's families' demands. And if we look through that, perhaps we can go through that one by one really. There are lots of demands they have. One of the things that they really want is of the extra charges, NSA. Tell us why you think these National Security Acts should be pushed against him now.
Well, first of all, Sunitra, let me make it very clear that your statement that we are trying to keep the boy in the custody and working for that is not the correct statement. What we are saying is that there is a threat to life and liberty of citizens, of women, and there is a constitutional guarantee that every individual has a right to protect oneself. And when we do not know the reform process. We do not know if there is an assessment done by a psychiatrist or a psychologist or a criminologist of this young person. We do not know his coming out is going to be safe and secure, A, for the family, because he can be vindictive, he can be revengeful. He was very harsh with Nirbhaya. Everybody knows that everything that really was the most brutal was done by him, and the reason that she
I
lost
just want to
life,
correct you on that.
Yeah.
Because this is something that the social workers who've been working with him also said. They said it's incorrect, the perception that he was the most brutal.
Well, that's
the
something,
judgment has said
again,
that he was not the most
again,
brutal.
that's something also. That's also is a kind of, because since
No,
you
the
know,
judgment says it.
let me tell you, Sunetra, from the day we heard about the case, from the time we heard about the case, I have been talking to all the students. We mobilized 5 days. I was sitting right here at India Gate with all women, men and young people
Okay, so why
to
NSA?
protest. Listen
Okay.
to me.
Huh.
NSA, no NSA, that's not something that we are saying that it is up to the government to decide.
Yeah.
It is up to the, the charges that they have leveled.
Okay.
Up to the charges they have leveled, it is up to that to decide. What we want to know, number one, that he has been evaluated. Mr. Bassi, in our meeting, I have asked this question to him. Has he been evaluated? Do we have a proper certification?
Isn't it? No, I
Listen,
want to
but there
ask
is a
you.
judgment. There is a judgment of juvenile justice earlier,
No, but ma'am, I
where
want
they
to
have
ask
wanted
you,
a release
Does
report.
that, do you ask that of every juvenile case?
Well, there is a release report, and there is a precedence for that. That when such kind of criminals are
Okay,
released,
okay.
there is an evaluation,
I understand.
and
Okay, so-
that probation officer has to present that evaluation
Okay.
to the court.
Okay.
This is what we are saying.
What
This
the
is
family is
so
also
please,
saying.
yeah. So
Okay.
please, let's not confuse it, because family
So you
feels
want evidence
threatened.
that he's been
Look,
reformed?
the other 4 are still not given the punishment because the case is in Supreme Court. It has
Okay.
not been heard for 19 months.
Okay.
And also that this young boy who's coming out, the family feels that because he may think a revenge, and so mother and father, they are feeling very fearful, and they are saying they need to be protected.
Okay, so what do you make of that? She's speaking for the family. She's the one who has taken them to NHRC. What do you feel about that?
Well, I just think it's not for us to decide about this particular boy. It's something that there is the correct procedure is that the Juvenile Justice Board will decide. And I completely can understand the family's grief, as it were.
Yeah.
And every family, anybody who's had a gross injustice like this done.
Yeah.
But this is something I think that then there is no basis. There is no basis for the fear that the boy may do something wrong.
Okay.
And if there was that basis, then the state would take care of that. There is
Okay.
no. There shouldn't be this, Sunetra. There should not be this kind of scaremongering in a way.
Will take care of that. You are assuming, but do you know that? Listen to me. You are assuming.
Achha, should we just hear what they have?
Yeah, but just to interject one point, that we are assuming that state has taken care of this problem in terms of how violent he has remained.
Okay, so
what
you-
is his mental
No, no,
status?
let me-
we are assuming.
okay,
but
ma'am,
none
let
of
me
you
clarify
have
one
met
thing.
him.
Okay.
None of you know what is the status in the.
No, ma'am,
in
you're
the
saying
reform
so.
home.
No, so you're
None of us
basically
have
saying.
talked to
No,
anyone.
ma'am, you're
I'm
basically
talking
saying
to the family.
Okay, you're saying
Yeah.
that this should be a special case. That's what you're saying. Okay, Karuna Nandi, how would you respond to this particular demand that we need evidence that he won't do it, like or evidence of reform?
What is happening today? Today we have a case where the absolutely wonderful parents of the young woman have been taken for some reason to the NHRC. Inexplicable
I took them
reason.
to NHRC.
May I finish? Oh, I
Yes,
see.
yes,
Really? Wow.
yes.
Okay. And it has been said that the boy is a jihadist, and there is some suspicion. That is the story today. Otherwise, we were having this. Let me finish. You know that the boy is a jihadist,
There are
and
reports that have come out. Okay.
that the NSA should be invoked.
Let's just
Now the
okay, let's
NSA
just- let's
being
just-
invoked,
is
if
not
I
that.
may just finish, madam.
Okay, I understood. You're not
Please
saying
don't
that.
let me just
Okay,
finish.
okay. This is
If I may
some
finish. You were
some
saying that you have
alleged
not said
IB
that.
report.
We have
You
not.
are saying that you have not said that.
We
Yeah.
have not. Parents have not.
Okay, they haven't said it.
Person is not.
Okay.
So please don't bring this issue.
Yeah.
Because yes.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
surrounds. I stand corrected. You have not said that. However, the people who are supporting
Okay, let
you,
us say-
the people who are
I have said
supporting
that you
you,
haven't
the
said it, yeah.
police and the IB, we are told, are essentially saying that the NSA, the National Security Act, should be invoked against this boy for being a jihadist.
Yeah.
We are told that he was radicalized in the care of the state.
Yeah.
What was the state? We are having, what this conversation we were having so far was the same conversation that was being had 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? What is new? What is new is that this boy who was put in the care of the state for the purpose of reform, we are now hearing that because of certain, it was being, the Verma committee said this, everybody said this, that imprisoning without a proper rehabilitation program young offenders is very problematic, and imprisonment is not a good there must be a very, very cogent program. So is it then the state responsibility if he has in fact become a jihadist? And it's extremely dangerous.
Why
to
is it
say that you're
dangerous?
going to do a psychological evaluation of someone
because
and
it
call
doesn't
them a
happen
jihadist
it doesn't happen for any other
because
juveniles,
they have
right?
certain thoughts. It doesn't happen for any other person.
Okay, fine. Okay, so
I think the
Yeah.
argument has been
One
totally
minute,
twisted.
one minute,
no,
one
I
minute.
understand. No, it's not twisted.
It is twisted.
1 minute.
I'll tell you why.
No, one
because
second,
you
let
are
me just-
believing the same state under whose custody this child was, and the same. Look, we are the ones who campaign for child rights. Government of India to sign Child Rights International Convention. So we are totally child rights activists.
Okay, I think you're digressing.
yes,
I think once again, ma'am, I think you're digressing. I think Karunanandi,
I
Shireen
think
Vakil,
that-
once again, if I can just point out that I have spoken to because we wanted someone from the juvenile side. We wanted the home people who are taking care of him to come on the show, and there is an NGO which is doing that. They've been working with all the juveniles, and they were very scared, and they told us, and perhaps that's why I want our viewers to know, they told us that he's very scared. He's scared of being lynched when he comes out. He's scared of being, attacked when he comes out. And that's what he's scared of. And also, he says, she feels that there is no way to test someone's been reformed or not, but he is repentant of what's happening. And anyway, they feel that he's done the 3 years that he was punished for, and that's why he deserves to come out. But obviously, one of the things that is obvious from our panel is that people are really divided. And if you just look at our audience, I was just asking them how they felt, and people seem really divided. How many people feel that he should stay in custody?
No, we are not saying he should stay in custody. But anyway, yes.
Yeah, there should be an assessment because you have no grounds to prove that somebody is reformed.
So what is the assessment?
There is 1 minute. Can I please just
Yeah. What is the assessment?
The procedure is that there is an assessment. There will
Okay.
have to be an assessment, as there needs to be for every child. There is supposed to be an individual care plan. They may even recommend that there needs to be an aftercare plan.
Yeah.
So we have to wait for that to come out, and we have to trust that the homes are doing the job. That you have to be. I don't see why we're and one of the things is I want to just make sure, because some of the things is that there are these wrong facts, like you said, ma'am, that he was the most brutal.
No,
he
that
really
he said.
was not.
The judgment says it. Okay, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, the other demand of the family to make his identity public. Is that a valid demand? We'll talk about that in just a bit. Stay with us.
Look, we are not saying.